With the public sleeping ban in place, Des Moines is trying to work directly with the homeless population to transition people into permanent housing. Additional outreach workers are on the streets, but a lack of affordable and low-income housing could limit their progress. WHO 13's Erin Kiernan joins us now with the story.
Our coverage of this issue has been extensive, but we've rarely heard from the people who are homeless and those who are working day in and day out to help them. These are their stories.
Hello? Anybody home?
Dozens of people call this area of Des Moines home. Most people just call them homeless. But they're individuals with faces.
Just tell me your name.
Julie.
Names.
Steve Dady.
I'm Tammy.
Unique personalities.
Okay, so Caleb tells jokes, only clean jokes. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I always like to tell clean jokes just from painting people's houses and stuff.
And personal stories about how they ended up here.
My mom died and lost everything, and I ended up out here.
How long ago did that happen?
March 3rd of 23.
Did you ever dream that this would be?
No. I used to be on the other side. When I would see somebody flying a sign, I would give them a couple bucks and just drive on home and thank my lucky stars that I wasn't out there living like them.
I've been in this role for 2 years, but I've been with primary health care.
We met Julie and other members of the camp by spending time with outreach workers from primary health care.
I'm sure the reactions run the gamut when you first connect with people. What are some of the things that you've experienced?
Yeah, really, a lot of people are, surprised that we're out there helping.
Josh, Jenna, and Scott have been working with the homeless for years.
When you leave here every Tuesday and Thursday,
Yeah.
how do you feel?
I feel good. Because I leave here knowing that I gave, all the resources I could.
And that's more than batteries, clothing, and food. PHC is the central point for homeless people to get health care and supportive services.
You can't pull yourself up by your bootstraps when you don't have any boots, right? And it's just, we need spaces for folks that are coming from homelessness.
City leaders have repeatedly pointed to a part of the new homeless ordinance that increases the number of outreach workers from 1 to 4 as a solution.
It's hard to hear that, we're going to save the day. I think that we will help keep people safer. We will help give people the resources that we need, but this is truly, I hope, we're going to paint a more serious picture about the need, and the need is housing.
Right now, about 1,000 people are experiencing homelessness in Polk County. In recent months, there have been as many as 850 people on housing wait lists and as many as 150 families waiting to get into shelters.
The apartments that are available, they're great. They really are, but there's not enough of those either.
She's right. According to Homeward, for extremely low-income renters in Polk County, and we're talking about individuals who make less than $14,000 a year and families making less than $25,000 a year, there is a shortage of more than 11,000 units. A common misconception is that most of the people living out here don't want to be part of the community.
The only difference is, like you said, we don't got an address.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to have an address?
Yeah, I've applied for one now, actually.
And unfortunately, in order for us to get a job, you have to have an address. And most people don't realize that. We don't have an address out here.
It becomes a vicious cycle.
It does.
I imagine you have heard it all.
Yeah.
Some sad stories.
Yep.
As a case manager at Bethel Mission, Nick Kearns sees the cycle every day.
Homeless, zero financials, zero insurance, no medications, no diagnosis, nothing. Ground floor.
How does somebody end up there?
Well, I can personally speak to that because I wound up there myself. And
Nick's mom died when he was 14. He spent the next 2 decades living on the streets.
I was living out of a laundry basket, 96 pounds, and it took 20 years to get there. 20 years.
It doesn't happen to people overnight.
No. Nope. I was 35 when I came in here. This is up front where guys come to check in.
Bethel Mission is part of Hope Ministries, a nonprofit privately funded Christian organization.
This is our dorm.
It has 7 centers around
So
Des Moines.
we have 110 beds up here, and it goes all the way down there.
Is this where you started?
Yeah. Yep. Slept in a corner bunk right down there.
Every location is always full, serving 230 men, women, and children every day.
State your name and your...
My name is Nick Kearns. I had nowhere to turn until Hope Ministries opened their doors to me and offered me an opportunity to change my life.
Leaders wanted to take over this former Orchard Place child mental health facility on the southeast side to create 12 supportive housing units for men who are already part of Hope Ministries' life recovery programs.
I'm just frightened to have homeless men in my neighborhood.
Neighbors overwhelmingly spoke out against the project.
It doesn't belong there. It should be someplace else.
The city council voted against it.
4 yes, 3 no. Motion failed.
And in the same meeting, members voted yes on the homeless ordinance.
How did you feel that day?
Frustrated. It was tense in there.
What do you want to say to those people?
If it was your son or your daughter, you would say yes. But you have a misconception about who it is that needs this housing. You claim one thing and you say another. I don't understand it. It's like I'm not a human being. I don't deserve the same things that other people deserve, which isn't true. But we give them a mat and a pillow at night.
Nick has gone from being homeless to being a homeowner, but he says housing is just one chapter in his success story.
It took community, it took support, it took all that stuff to get me there. I didn't get me there. Everybody else got me there. I participated in it.
Yeah. Group effort.
Group effort.
We all get along out here.
More or less.
More or less, yeah.
Well, that's any community.
Right.
Back at the camp, Julie, Stephen, Caleb, and Tammy get what they need for the next few days.
Batteries out here are a hot commodity.
They say their stories aren't unique, and they demonstrate how quickly life can change.
Just don't judge us.
Yeah, don't judge us. Because they could easily be in our place.
I spent a day recently contacting shelters and transitional housing organizations in Polk County, and I heard the same thing from every single one. We are full, we have a long wait list, we just can't possibly help everyone who needs help.
That said, there are some units coming online and even those in the planning stages.
Yeah, there is some good news. The Monarch Apartments on Merle Hay Road should open in a few months. There's a group that hopes to use the old Holiday Inn for some sort of supportive housing and Starts Right Here plans to turn a former church into housing for young people experiencing homelessness. Full disclosure on that front, my husband's involved in that project, Janae.
Okay, some good news on that front indeed. Thanks a lot, Erin. And since approving the homeless ordinance, police have not issued a single ticket or made an arrest for public camping. The city has cleared 7 homeless camps under the ordinance, and cleanup notices are currently posted at additional 6. You'll find much more on this topic on our website, including Erin's interview with Alan Graham. He is the founder of a tiny home village in Texas that's helping the homeless population there. Just look for that and more at WHO13.com.